first few sections, we're talking about schedules and routines. And we talked about morning routine, we talked about bedtime routine. And now let's talk about naps. Who here has a child who loves to nap? Some of you might have some that fight it. Well, in a preschool classroom, I had to get 25 kids in the same room to lay down, be quiet, and fall asleep. And that is not an easy task, but with a consistent routine and them knowing what expectations we had, we were able to do it every day, the same time, no buts about it. Some parents would come in and say, "How did you get Johnny to fall asleep?" They will not take a nap at home. It's because they know that's the routine. So how did we do it? What we did was we had lunch and then a bathroom time, and then we had about half an hour of quiet time. That quiet time included reading books or drawing or just something to settle down to let their tummies process the food. We didn't make them lay down right after bed. They had about a half an hour in between, and I think that's really important. So they had plenty of time to eat. They had some time to relax. Then we had them get in their beds or their cots. I read them a story out loud. We turned on some calming music like the Mozart baby lullabies or the rainforest sounds or whatnot. And they laid down, lights off, and they knew it was time to go to sleep. The calming music helped. The reading a book out loud, I read it to them. They weren't looking at the pictures. They could just lay there and imagine what the pictures look like. Sometimes, I don't know if any of you have read the really short chapter books, but they make some really, really short ones for like kindergarten or first graders that you can read out loud to your 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. And they're stories like Disney's Princess Stories, or Grandma went over to the market and bought cherries and made a cherry pie, and right? So they're just things that kids can think about in their minds. This calms them down, ready for a nap. If your child does not nap, maybe they're 4 or 5 and you can't get them to nap, they've grown out of it. Rest time is still important. Remember, in that full daily schedule, you had to eat and sleep were the 2 basic needs. Well, for kids, they need some time to reboot their battery, I like to say. They are tired, they've had a full day, they just need some downtime. So what could this look like? In bed, you can have a basket of quiet activities. A lot of times, these are books. But if you have a ton of books at home and your kids have looked through them all 10 or 15 times, they're not going to want to look through them all again. That's where your local library comes with such fabulous answers. Go to your library with your child at least once a week. Go get new books, bring back old books. Every day your kids are going to have new things to look at. Have a basket near their bed and look at those with them and let them look at them while they're resting. This is so fabulous. That paired with some calming music will keep your child calm at least for a half an hour, 45 minutes, while they're rebooting their energy. I hope that helped with nap time. Again, be really, really consistent. Nap at the same time every day or in the same order a half an hour after your lunch. They have nap. That way they know what they're expected to do and they do it. It can take a while. Guys, this is not an overnight fix. Consistency takes time. Your child needs to understand and learn that you are being consistent. You mean what you say, and it's going to be like this every day. So go back to this first lesson in here and check out your daily routine. Check out when you put nap time in or rest time in and make sure you follow that every day. All right, I'll see you soon for the next lesson.